California. He has a degree in business. He dates about once a week. He's got a pretty good picture of his ideal woman, and he says that a lot of his dates are jealous of his physique. Please welcome Jim Bray. Jim, how are you? Good to see you. Have a seat. Well, now, why would women be jealous of your physique? Or is it... Did I get that right?
Kind of. The only reason I'd say that is because I'm thin, and I can stay that way without really working at it.
Oh, so you're one of those people that has a metabolism that just, you know...
So you get the, God, I wish I could be as thin as you and eat like you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, gladly trade it with you anytime.
Yeah, everybody would like that. Describe your ideal woman physically.
Typically, I'd look for a girl that's smaller, petite, because I'm a small guy myself, so I don't want someone who's, you know, overbearing, too big for me. Mm-hmm. And I like a girl that has a good amount of curves to her.
Okay, all right, okay. So now, have you ever been married?
No.
Would you like to be? Well, I mean, someday, I guess. Yeah, oh, but is that the kind of relationship you're looking for?
I would say now I'm looking that way, but a while back I would have said no way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't know you then, so I... We're going to take a look at the women that Jim had to choose from. Remember, you're going to pick the woman that you think's best for him. Here we go. First, Rachel. She was born in Germany, raised in San Diego, and her motto is, if a guy wants to date you, make him work for it. She tries to avoid anything too romantic on a first date, and she thinks that a lot of guys have attitude problems. Here's more on that. Make him work for it.
Attitudes, I think, a lot. I meet a lot of guys at school that just think they're the best and God's gift to women and everything, and they're not. And maybe it's just I'm meeting the wrong type of guys or something, but a lot of them have attitude problems.
Next, Jennifer. She usually dates about twice a week, and she says that dating has taught her a lot about the kind of relationship she doesn't want. She's looking for someone who's clean-cut and has no facial hair. And we asked Jennifer if she ever approaches a man. And here's what she said.
Well, it kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll just sit there and see if anybody comes up to me. And sometimes if I think someone's really good-looking or if I really want to meet him, I'll just get the nerve up and just go talk to him. I figure if I don't go talk to them and they don't come talk to me, you'll never know what could have happened. So, you know, that might be the only time you ever see that person.
Finally, Elizabeth thinks that the best place to meet men is an auto parts store. Describes herself as both indecisive and opinionated. And she told us about some of the problems with her ex-boyfriend.
He never opened the door. He never said you look nice. So one night I put it down that I made him dinner. I finished with dinner, and I had to do the dishes. He went and sat on the sofa. And he had the nerve to turn around and ask me, what is taking so long? And I almost died. I was so mad.
Okay. Those are the three women that Jim had to choose from. It's time for you to vote. Who would you select for him? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll meet the woman that Jim selected. Hear everything that happened on their date. We'll do that. 2-2. Be right back.
The Lakers take on the Seattle Supersonics tonight at 6:30 on KCAL TV Channel 9. It's the biggest sale day of the year, the 16-hour sale this Saturday at May Company, with extra low prices on Sealy, Serta, Simmons, and Spring Air mattresses, Sealy Fashion Quilt, Serta Capri, Simmons True Comfort, and Spring Air Luxura start as low as $44.88 twin each piece, and you can defer billing with no payment till March. It's our biggest sale day of the year. It's the 16-hour sale, 8 a.m. till midnight this Saturday at May Company.
Marie Callender's, where the pumpkin's perfect, the French apples awesome, the pecans aplenty, the meringues marvelous, the crust a creation. At Marie Callender's, we've been making pies the old-fashioned way, baked fresh every day since 1947. Because at Marie Callender's, we know you just can't improve on perfection. Marie Callender's, your favorite pies and more.
This war is not about freedom, liberty, or democracy. It's America's war on drugs. Billions of dollars are spent each year to keep illegal drugs from crossing our borders, but they're still being smuggled in. What's being done about it? What are the latest methods used in drug seizure? Are they enough to win the war? Meet customs agents on the front lines as Larry Carroll goes inside America's war on drugs. A 9 News Extra tonight at 10 on KCAL TV Channel 9. This week on The Golden Girls, Rose gets lucky twice.
Get out of here.
No, it happens. But first, though, Rose has a big problem with a little romance.
How was the shrimp?
Unfortunately, I'll never know.
And then at 9:30, Rose discovers that she's a lethal lover.
Rose got lucky. Not so lucky. The man in your bed is dead.
On The Golden Girls, Saturday night at 9 and 9:30 on KCAL TV Channel 9.
Okay, we're back. Jim's going to tell us who he picked.
I picked Elizabeth.
Haven't seen each other since your date. We always hear both sides. Say hello to Elizabeth Fraser. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Make yourself at home back there,
Thanks.
and Jim will tell me about the date.
Okay, well, first of all, she lived down in San Diego, so I had to drive all the way down there. And there's people walking around in the area, and so at first when she came out, I kind of didn't recognize her because she actually looked better in the video, the way she had done her hair, than she did. It's just that I kind of felt like she put more effort into getting herself ready to do the video than she had to actually go out on the date.
So, well, I mean, you heard that, and I guess you probably haven't heard that before. So, what was your first impression of Jim, Elizabeth?
He was kind of cute, very skinny. He had these really funky shades on. It looked like a cross between Star Trek and Grease.
Okay. So now what happened?
Well, I decided maybe we should try and find the beach because the beach would be kind of nice to see the beach and maybe get things going. And so we're kind of lost trying to find the beach. I mean, I know which way the coast is, so we drive that way. And we find this piece of beach. It got to be the worst piece of beach I've ever seen in my life.
The worst piece of beach?
It was actually called Dog Beach. I mean, there was a big sign, and I'm like, this place is really, there was literally...
Well, didn't she take you to a good beach? I mean, you know the area down there, don't you,
No,
Elizabeth?
I don't really know the area. I've only been down here since school started, which is like a month.
Oh,
and I know
okay.
two beaches. I know Mission and Ocean.
So you end up at
And
Dog...
we end up at Dog Beach, and it was like...
Well, is this funny, or is it just...
At first, it was kind of amusing, but it was really bad. There was,
I thought it was
garbage.
hilarious.
It was
so
quite funny.
I'm getting the impression she's having a lot more fun on this date than you are.
No, it was like, okay, it was these people and their flower VW buses, and there are about 1,000 million dogs, and all these hippies that were, and crackheads, and it was just so different. It was hilarious. You couldn't do anything.
It was like
but
Venice
laugh.
Beach on Sunday. I don't know. Okay, so now what do you do after that?
From there, we decided to go to dinner, and we had already planned on where we were going to eat. It was just a matter of finding it, which wasn't all that hard.
Well, that's a relief.
Since...
We didn't get lost this time.
Yeah, we actually found our way there.
Now, what did you talk about on the drive, going to and from, and at dinner and all that?
I don't really remember what we talked about on the drive from the beach to the dinner.
Yeah.
I was sort of off in my own la-la land there. The first 40 minutes of dinner, he didn't even talk. I was just jabbering on and on and on, just sort
So
of
he didn't
talking.
talk at all?
No, I was just like, okay, is he falling asleep? Or I didn't know what he was thinking about. And I was just sort of talking, being my own perky self. But he finally started talking, and about 40 minutes into the dinner, so that's good. So I had someone to talk to.
You remember what he said?
Well, we just talked almost just like friends. We just talked about school and a little bit about our families and our friends, stuff like that.
I see. So now, what happens after dinner? Or is there something during dinner I should know?
Not really. Other than the restaurant we were at was like a place for everyone to have a birthday
No,
or
every
anniversary.
other table was having a
except for us.
birthday. It was hilarious. And they're giving these really awesome balloon hats. And I wanted one. I thought it really cool. They're like 3 feet high. And I said to him, I'm all, okay, I'm going to tell him it's your birthday so we can get one. And he's all, no, you do that. I'll take out my license and tell him you're lying. And I'm all, fine, okay, I get the point. But other than that, it was fun. I wanted a balloon hat, though. Yeah, no, just be goofy and have fun with it and everything.
I'm kind of getting the picture now, just kind of. Okay. So now what happens after dinner?
From there, we went back to her apartment because we were going to change to go out to like a bar or club or something. And when we got there,
Now, are you still feeling kind of, okay?
Well, by this point, I'm going, you know, nighttime, we're going to go change. We're going to go to some place where things are more upbeat.
Maybe
You know,
it'll be that thing that just started.
Get it going.
Yeah.
And I told her that I like country music, and she said she was kind of interested in, you know, going there. She'd never been there. And so we went to a country bar that a roommate had told her about.
And how was that?
Well, I got into it because I liked the music, but I could see her getting kind of bored with the whole...
Oh, no, no. I was having a great time people watching because it was such a different environment. The problem was we didn't dance at all. I mean, you know, he said he knew how to country dance. I thought, okay, great. You know, maybe I'll learn some steps. And for an hour, we just stood there watching people. He never asked me to dance.
Why didn't you ask her to dance?
That's kind of uncool.
To be honest, the country bar we went to isn't typical of the ones I'm used to going to.
So
people
that didn't get
like,
you started either.
Yeah, people like dance their own dance. People are like, you know. And so it's not that I didn't want to, it's just the dance floor was chaotic to try and teach someone.
Yeah,
So
but
now
that's
what
more
happens?
fun.
Sorry?
That's always more fun when it's like that because I don't know how to country dance. And if you just go out and have fun and
Nobody's looking at you anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now,
and even if they
what
are.
happened after this?
There happened to be another bar in the same complex. It was like a 70s kind of rock music kind of club. And so I thought she was getting bored with it. So I figured if we went to a place like that, you know, maybe, you know, that'd be...
I'm starting to get bored with this. I mean, I haven't even been on this date. I'm already... Well, did that work for you at all, Elizabeth? Did you enjoy that place?
What, the country bar?
No, we've already gone to the past that to the next one now.
The next one, well, we only danced one dance,
Yeah.
and the rest of the time we pretty much did the same. There were some really strange people there, which kept us amused. But we could have danced a little more, I think.
You could have? Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Well, let's take a look and see who the audience picked for you. This didn't seem to go too well, I guess. Yeah. Elizabeth, 60%, as a matter of fact. I don't know. If you want to drive to San Diego again and do this, we'll be paid for it. I don't know. You want to ask her out again or what?
Actually, at this time, I'd like to remain on my own.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Okay, Elizabeth, sorry we didn't make a love connection for you,
Oh,
but
it's okay. I had fun anyways,
you
thanks.
seem like a real sweet girl, and you probably have fun on any date. So we appreciate you coming on the show. Maybe we'll see you again.
Thanks,
Thank
hopefully.
you.
Bye-bye.
And Jim, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we're going to come right back with our next guest. Stay with us.
Would you like to be on Love Connection? Just call this